Hello and welcome to Wild Heart Yoga Holistic Healing. I'm Hannah Ray. Today I have for you a 30-ish minute Yin Yoga practice that's going to be targeting the hips and the spine. The only prop you'll need today is a block, and if you don't have a block, you can use a pillow or a book. Anything of the sort will work, and we just need that for one pose. You may also want a pillow or a bolster for some other poses if you require a little extra support, but that's not necessary. So feel free to grab whatever you have available to you or whatever you think you might need, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to start out today in a reclined butterfly. I've got a timer here to keep track of our time. So coming to our back, bringing the soles of the feet together. Allow those knees to fall away, gently tucking shoulder blades down and back. And you can either keep your arms at the sides, maybe one hand on the belly, one on the chest to observe your breath. As we inhale, filling that low belly space. As you exhale, letting out a deep sigh. Beginning to settle in for our practice today. Taking a moment to scan through the body, observing what condition you're in today, physically, as well as mentally and emotionally. Let's take another deep inhale through the nose. And let out that sigh. Feeling your weight sink a little heavier into the mat. Let's do that one more time, taking in that deep inhale. Exhaling completely, letting go of anything you don't need for the next several minutes. Setting the intention to be as present as you can be throughout this practice. Allowing yourself to take thoughts captive as they enter, to notice them without judgment, and then bring that awareness back to the breath and back to the body to stay in this moment fully. One more deep inhale here. Exhaling completely, allowing those lungs to empty entirely. All right, go ahead and just hug those knees into the chest for a moment here. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side, massaging that lumbar spine. And then from here, we're going to extend those legs out, reaching for the outsides of the feet, or the big toes with your peace fingers, or if that's not accessible for you today, you can grab the ankles or the shins, or the ankles and shins, I guess. Or the other option we have to modify is bringing the soles of those feet together. So take whichever variation is right for you today. Being sure that that low back isn't rounding up, that it's staying flat against the mat. Take an inhale, filling that belly, that dantian. As you exhale, see if you can draw those knees a little closer toward the mat. Once again, allowing that awareness to settle on the breath. Giving yourself permission to be entirely here. Letting other worries, to-dos, other concerns just fade away. As we anchor to the breath. See if you can relax a little deeper through those quads, the hamstrings, the groin. Surrendering the body weight into the pose here. One more inhale. As you exhale, release those legs. Maybe give them a gentle hug one more time. And then extend, just taking our first rebound, or our mini Savasana, allowing that fascia to slowly come back. And take a moment to observe any changes that have begun to occur in the body. All right, when you're ready, bring those knees up. Now we're going to allow the legs, with keeping those knees stacked and aligned here, allow them to fall to the left. So we don't want the knees to begin to separate. We want to try to keep them aligned, keeping that twist through the spine here. It's okay if your knees don't touch the ground, but we want to make sure the shoulders stay rooted to the mat. So if you need, you can place a pillow or a block, something under the knees, if a full twist is a little too deep for you today. Then once more, settle into the stillness. We're going to hold this for 3 minutes on each side. Come back to that breath. Maybe taking a moment here to choose a mantra or some positive present tense statement to rehearse in the mind through this practice today. That could be anything such as, where I am is exactly where I need to be. I seek to dwell in the present moment. I let go of that which no longer serves me. I'm confident and at ease with myself, or any other mantra that you wish to choose. And just allowing yourself to dwell on that intention, that mantra, for the next few moments. We're almost halfway on this side. Once again, this is just a reminder to simply observe the mind every time your thoughts begin to wander. Letting go of judgment or frustration. Just being curious. Meeting yourself where you're at today with acceptance. Got about 1 more minute here on this side. I'm going to leave you this time to go inward, to drop out of the mind and into the body. Good. With your next exhale, gently begin to untwist those legs. And we're going to just take this to the other side. Through exhale, allowing those legs to fall to the right now. Once again, thinking about keeping those knees stacked, aligned, so that we're twisting entirely from the spine here, not through the hips. While we're here, notice if this side feels any different from that first side. Just being sure to take note of any imbalances in the body throughout this practice. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Be sure you're relaxing through the body as much as possible, relaxing those legs, ankles, relaxing through the hips and the glute. Taking a deep breath in and surrendering a little deeper with that exhale. Got just over 1 minute left on this side. Stay with that breath, staying in the body here. One more inhale. Exhaling completely. And then go ahead and slowly untwist, finding your way into another short rebound here. Gently tucking those shoulder blades down and back. And once more, feeling the echo of the pose as you take a quick scan through the body. Observing whatever is present. Any changes have begun to occur. All right, once you're ready, let's go ahead and turn onto our left side once more, the yin side of the body. And then we will make our way into tabletop for our next pose. So first, we're going to start by stepping that right foot between the hands. And we want roughly a 90-degree angle in both the front and the back knee here. So first, we're going to inhale, lengthen through that spine, tucking those hips under, pressing them forward. And as you exhale, begin to round through the upper back, chin coming toward the chest. And feel free to take any little micro adjustments here, feeling your way into the pose. And then once you've found that area that needs that stretch, that's a good target area for you, go ahead and settle into the stillness. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully and slowly. We're going to do a dragon sequence here. So this is our first dragon variation. And we're just going to hold each one for a minute since we're going to do a few in a row. Couple more breaths here. Take a deep inhale, drawing that breath into that hip flexor region, letting it go. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and bring those hands down to the mat. Walk that back foot a little bit further away, so we're extending into our low lunge here. Then we're going to heel toe that front foot toward the outer edge of the mat, allowing the knee to fall away. So we're on that pinky toe edge of the foot here. This is our dragon with wing pose. And once more, feel free to take any little adjustments here, feeling out the pose. And you can stay up on the hands or come down to the elbows. Again, being sure to listen to the body, taking whichever variation is going to serve you best today. Come back to that breath here, breathing through this any discomfort. Now, these poses can be challenging, especially if you haven't done them much before. So this is a great opportunity to anchor that awareness to the breath, to learn to breathe through discomfort, as it teaches us to increase our threshold for distress tolerance, both physically and mentally, emotionally. Learning to be present and breathe through discomfort instead of being reactive or avoiding it, trying to resist it. Take one more inhale here. Exhale completely. And then go ahead and come back up to the hands. We're just going to simply bring our right hand to that right knee now and begin to press that knee a little further away as we twist, looking over that right shoulder. So a twisted dragon with wing here, slightly different variation. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, relaxation to the entire body. Exhale, letting go of anything you don't need in this moment. Take one more deep inhale. Exhaling fully. And then gently go ahead and step that foot back, coming into our tabletop again. We're just going to take it to the other side now, so go ahead and bring that left foot forward between the hands. First starting with roughly that 90 degree in the front and back leg. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Again, tuck those hips under. We don't want to be arching here. As you exhale, rounding through that upper back, chin to chest. It's more feel free to take those little adjustments here, feeling out the pose, finding that sweet spot for you. And then settle into the stillness, anchoring your awareness back on the breath. Inhaling deeply, breathing into that hip flexor. Exhaling fully. Just take one more inhale. Letting it all go. And then go ahead and walk that back leg a little bit further away. Heel toe that left foot toward the edge of the mat, allowing the knee to fall away, coming to that peeking toe edge once more. And again, you can take some little adjustments here before finding your pose and coming back into that stillness. Each exhale, see if you can release tension a little more through the hip, through the thighs. Allowing gravity to carry the body weight a little deeper into surrender in this pose. All right, when you're ready, come back up to those hands. We're just gonna take that twisted dragon with wing now, pressing that knee further away, looking over that shoulder. Taking note if this side feels any different from that first side. Inhale deeply. Exhaling into surrender. See if you can soften a little more through the hip, through the glute. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and step that foot back. Find your way onto your back for a short rebound here. Gently tucking the shoulder blades down and back. Palms are facing up. Once more, feeling the echo of the pose. Noticing any tingling or buzzing sensations. Where we have those increased flow of circulation, energy moving through the body. All right, feel free to pause the video if you want to take a little bit longer rebound. This next pose we're going to need a block for, or you can use a book or anything that works. We're going to place this, whichever height is best for you, under the sacrum. So the sacrum is the spot where the back meets the glutes, essentially. So the hips should be the highest point of the body, being pulled up to the sky here. And again, you can keep the arms at the sides or invite them up overhead, just since they're by our sides most of the day. And as we're here, begin to relax entirely through the body, being as heavy as you can be against the mat. Each exhale, surrendering a little deeper. Where you are is exactly where you need to be. Everything else can wait. So allow yourself to be fully here. This is a wonderful pose to help with low back pain or tension, to release our psoas, that muscle that comes through the hip flexor area and attaches it to the spine. So especially if you do a lot of sitting or a lot of flexion with those legs, like running or hiking, this is a wonderful pose to take. If I could only pick one yoga pose to do for the rest of my life, this is it. We're about halfway through our time here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. One more inhale. Letting it all go. And then when you're ready, go ahead and plant those feet back on the mat. Lift the hips to remove your prop and just gently roll that spine back down one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to bring the knees back up. Let's bring the right knee over the left. If you can, get that foot around the ankle as well. And then as you exhale, allow those knees to fall to the left, taking our twisted roots. Once more, make sure both shoulders stay planted to the mat. And you can move the legs up closer toward the chest to make it a little bit more intense, or move them down to make it a bit easier. So again, be sure to listen to the body, not forcing anything today, but allowing yourself to be exactly where you're at, without judgment. We're not going to do this quite as long, just since we already started with a twist earlier in the practice. But we want to counter those outward hip rotations by taking this stretch for a gentle inward hip rotation now. Breathing into the internal organs as they just gently compress through this twist. Exhaling completely, allowing those legs to become a little heavier. With your next exhale, go ahead and gently untwist now. And we're going to just take it to the other side, bringing the left knee over the right. And again, wrapping that ankle around, or the foot around the ankle if you can as well. And this time, as you exhale, allow those knees to fall to the right side. Taking any adjustments you need, and then finding your stillness. And breathing into that spine. Exhaling, softening through the entire body, through the legs, glutes, the back, even through the shoulders and the neck, and every little facial muscle. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, gently untwist. Maybe planting the feet to lift the hips and roll the spine back down one vertebrae at a time, making sure we're nice and neutral. And then allowing those arms either to come overhead or rest at the sides, the palms facing up, as we take our final Savasana now. Take another deep inhale into that low belly. Let out a sigh as you sink deeper into the mat. Inhale, wave of relaxation washing up the body. And let it go, surrendering to the stillness, to this moment for a little bit longer. Take another gentle scan, simply noticing any changes that have occurred throughout the body or the mind. With your next exhale, see if you can release any remaining tension that you find yourself holding. I'd encourage you to stay in your Savasana even longer today if you have time, or feel free to check out a Yoga Nidra video that I have on my channel if you want to take some time doing a little bit more deep relaxation. But if you're ready to finish and move on with your day, go ahead and take one final stretch of the body any way that feels right for you. Then gently turn to the right side now and make your way up to seated for our final closing breath together. Taking one more moment to take a final scan through the body, or to maybe repeat your mantra a couple more times. Let's inhale, reaching those arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to prayer, heart center, taking a moment to simply thank yourself for showing up to honor the mind and body in this way today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. If you enjoyed this video, would you please do me a huge favor and help me out by liking it, as well as subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with other classes as they come out. The majority of people who view my classes are actually not subscribers, and subscribing is a free and easy way to really help out content creators such as myself. So I really appreciate if you could help me out in that way. Thank you again for joining me. I hope this practice has you feeling great and ready for whatever the day has ahead of you. And I will see you soon with a new class. Have a great day, my friends. Namaste.